A Colorado sheriff says he has been forced to release a potentially dangerous man to the public because of a recently passed state law. 21-year-old Debisa Ephraim had faced charges of attempted second-degree murder and assault. He was being held at the Weld County Jail until last week. The sheriff's office released this video, though, and it says it shows Ephraim in a fist fight. The sheriff says that he had to release him because of a law passed in 2024 designed to keep people from being incarcerated if they are deemed incompetent to stand trial. It instead intends to provide them with mental health care. In a statement, Colorado Governor Jared Polis said individuals who pose a risk to our communities or themselves should not be released back onto the streets. And he goes on to say, I look forward to continuing our working partnership with the legislature, local leaders, law enforcement, district attorneys, and others to further strengthen options to protect public safety. Weld County Sheriff Steve Reams joins us now to talk about all of this. Sheriff, thank you very much for being with us. Can you explain how this law works and why you were forced to release this man?
Well, it's a very complicated issue, but I'll try to make it as quick as possible. When someone's deemed mentally incompetent to stand trial in the state of Colorado, it basically triggers a process where the district attorney and the public defender and the judge have to try to come up with what is the solution from here. But it puts them on a very strict time clock. And in the case that a mental illness is not diagnosed for a particular individual, then it basically forces the courts to go ahead and release this person and dismiss charges almost immediately. In this particular case, there was a stay requested by the district attorney to try to slow the process down and see if some other option could be explored. But ultimately, as of last Monday, Mr. Ephraim was released to the community because he was not deemed mentally ill. He's just incompetent to stand trial. Two different legal standards.
So talking to you as an outsider on this, can you explain more about
Sure.
why Ephraim was deemed incompetent to stand trial?
Well, the best guess I can give you, because I'm not the qualified person who did
Sure.
but he's not an American citizen. He's a Tanzanian refugee. His understanding of our criminal justice system here in the United States or in Colorado seems to be lacking. And that's the pivotal point here for why he ended up being released. I don't think they could really fully explain the magnitude of his charges and what that meant for him in a court of law. Regardless, he was not on a mental health plan while he was in my facility. He functioned in a general population jail housing facility and had one write-up in the 5 months he was in our jail for a very minor infraction. So to see how this guy gets released back out on the street in light of the severity of his charges, it's devastating to the law enforcement community. We don't want people like this being let go. It's not the way the criminal justice system should operate.
I can imagine, as someone in charge of public safety, what this means to you, apart from speaking out like you are tonight. Real quickly, before we let you go, is there anything you can do to address this situation?
I think making legislators aware of the tragic mistake they made in 2024, and hopefully they'll reconvene and fix this. You just can't and lean on the side of the offender. Sometimes you have to still take the victim side in some of this and try to figure out what the best balance is for holding people accountable for their actions.
Sheriff Steve Reams, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.